The Pac-12, a Western institution and the Conference of Champions more than 100 years, and today we get to crown another. It's an intriguing matchup as these teams battle for this conference trophy and continue the proud legacy of this league. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Arizona Wildcats, taking on the second-ranked team, the Boise State Broncos. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. And he'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line. Good job by the coverage team. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's moving out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, I like this play. And not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So, second down after the incompletion. And they'll run it with the draw play. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
I like how the offensive coordinator here is getting pretty creative. Defense is obviously expecting a pass, so he decides to catch him off guard and goes with the draw play. Going to have to be more aware of that going forward.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time. Allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from their 25. They're trying to run it with the option. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big third down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press from the shotgun. Here's an inside give. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
This is the 6th play on the drive. Toss play to the outside. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
7th play now, the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Bringing pressure. Looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. Like to have that one back. It's going to bring up 4th down. They bring the punter onto the field now. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Two guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. And here's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. What the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. It's caught. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. He'll earn the 1st down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Chris, just by watching this guy all year, the defense better be very careful to let this guy find that rhythm. I've seen him where he goes 5 yards, 8 yards, 10 yards, and then pops a big one. Right now, he looks like he's starting to gain some confidence here early in this game.
Quarterback still with the football. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Broncos come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. The pass is intercepted. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? It made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Going for a big play downfield. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. And now it's third down.
Well, it's an incompletion here, but I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. Oh, the pass is picked off. Brought down after a short return at the 20 to snuff out the scoring threat in the red zone. Boise St offense is back out on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. They're going to run the option. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7. Here comes the up-tempo offense. They'll try the option play here. And test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior. The Broncos will bring their punt team onto the field. Punting team is on the field. Defense gets off the field with that sack. Oh, and he's got some space here. So the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Receiver makes the grab, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
That completion makes it second and medium. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Trying to extend the play. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
First down and 10 now. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. A gain of 2 yards. Now it's second down and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Back to pass. It's Herrera. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Third down, out of the shotgun. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
They need 5 yards here on fourth down to keep the drive alive. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Just great execution here on this fourth down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
It's a quick grab. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Well, anytime an offensive coordinator calls a wide receiver screen, he's trying to get offensive linemen out in front of the receiver to create a wall so that receiver can pick a lane to run through. How about the defense here, though? That's called team pursuit and swarming to the football. They didn't give him any lanes, so not much yards downfield for the receiver.
And the wideout goes in motion. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Crucial. Third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Touchdown, Arizona. Strong game by this quarterback.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So they'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. First play of the drive, he looks left for a completion. And it's good for a first down to the 36. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Football comes out. Offense recovers the fumble, maintains possession. And the Broncos come to the line in the hurry-up. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Get some space around the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
1st and goal. Can the offense punch it in and tie the score before the half? Give it to the back again. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
And off inside, looking for the touchdown. Stop right at the line. This is a stubborn defense backed up against the goal line.
Boy, this defense is strong up front. Linebackers are flying downhill, able to make plays against this run game. Now they get this offense to another third down. Now you pressure that quarterback and try to build on the lead.
Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
Perfect timing here by this quarterback. Great read, puts the ball where his man can make a play on it, and they're an extra point away from tying this game up.
And they tack on the extra point. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. It'd be a surprise if they took a risk here in the final seconds of the first half, backed up near their own end zone. Lets it go as he's being hit. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the football. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. And this pass is on target. Caught. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on second down, they'll try it out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. So from the left hash, this is just a chip shot. He knocks this one right through.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for 3, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. All right, let's get the second half going now. The kickoff team is out there. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. comes the Boise State offense back out on the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Catch made on the out route. That's good for a first down near the 40.
Quick, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Breaks loose at the 45. And a big gain moves the ball across midfield all the way to the 39. The Broncos looking to crank up the tempo a bit. And looking to throw now on first down. Running with, there's a shot toward the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Broncos. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point makes it a 10-point game. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. Running out of time in the pocket. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Keeping it on the ground here. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And the defense grabs him after the completion. He's just short of a first down.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Special teams on the field now. Here comes a punt. Looking to kick it away for the second time. And here comes the fake punt attempt. Looking to throw. He's picked for a third time tonight. Can he take it all the way? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Hand off to the single back. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. And in first down, they go right back to him. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Ooh, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
And the Broncos looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. And the back gets the football. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the tailback's got it again. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. This is crucial. Defense needing a stop on 3rd down, trying to force a field goal. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, BSU. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping him from scoring.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's complete. They get him down pretty quickly, but it's a solid gain on that short throw. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. The running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That ball snagged for a completion. Really solid 1st down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down. It's an out route. The catch made. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on 1st down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
And now the running back's got it again. Tackled at the 1-yard line. Couldn't quite get in, but an excellent run.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And he takes this from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Time for one more play here in the quarter. It's an option look. Pitch play to the back. On the defense, wraps him up behind the line of scrimmage to conclude the third quarter of play. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. And it's caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Man, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
And the single back takes the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short game.
Now, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Same tailback, another carry. That's a strong stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid game, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Here comes a handoff. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offensive coordinator, you hit a ball, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
They look to throw it here on second down. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack.
That is outstanding defense to be able to leverage this quarterback. That is a tough thing to do. This guy's as fleet-footed as any quarterback in the country, and to be able to bring him down for a loss like that is a major accomplishment.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
I like the call here. Third down and long. You know they're going to apply pressure. The screen game almost works, but you've got to complete the pass for your guy to have a chance to turn upfield. It's a missed opportunity there on third down and long.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards. Come to the line for second down and very short now.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board.
Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. He's found some room at the 45. Not just the pick, but a big return sets up the offense in good position.
Boy, the offense just cannot afford to throw this interception. It's already a two-possession game. By throwing this pick, now you wonder how many more opportunities will you get.
Second down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
After the second down incompletion, they'll have to convert here on third down and 8. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Hey, I really like the idea on third down. I can kind of see the thought process there. Make an unconventional call on third down. Sometimes that can work out, but the defense was just prepped and ready for it this time.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will put it away.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Okay, so the Arizona offense heads back out of the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Makes a quick catch.
Hey, you're down by a couple possessions late in the game. That's exactly how you want to start this drive. Let's see what they can do with it after that nice game.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to scramble. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
Out of the gun now on third down. He'll take a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight. Going the other way, can they stop him? Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Oh, Chris, the offense could not afford to throw that interception down by a couple of scores. Every series matters. Every opportunity in possession. You need points on the board, and to throw a pick, you just wonder how many chances more they'll get.
Off the play fake on first down. Defense is coming after him. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
First down sack pushes the ball back. Second down coming up. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Well, this is a huge third down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
The offense facing a tough conversion here, 3rd and long from the 42. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. He'll hand it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Broncos will bring their punt team on the field now. And the fair catch is made, but hold on. There's a flag down. They have to kick this again. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a W.
And the Boise St offense is back out on the field. They had to punt the ball last time. Now they're looking to add points, build on this lead. And they'll be smarter right at the line for no gain. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Receiver in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And the Sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Looking to pass here. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. He's got some room and some blockers here. He's at the 50. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here comes the Arizona offense back out on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Finds his target, and it's complete. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush to sack. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The DB is backing off from the line now. Second down, we're going to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I get wanting to be aggressive, but down late in the game like this, that's a throw you just can't make. And now, you're probably not going to get the ball back. This could end up costing them the game.
What a tremendous run these guys have had, and now they can call themselves conference champions. That's a tremendous achievement, but we have to wait and see what the committee decides to do and if they'll get an invite to the college football playoff. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.